It's time for Around the Ozarks news, brought to you by the Springfield Green County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Kitchenland USA, and Smouse Foundation Repair and Waterproofing. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads. Happy Tuesday. It is not Ethan and Sarah here. You have Grace again filling in, and the lovely, beautiful Joy Robertson helping me this morning. Thank you very much, Joy, for jumping on.
Good morning. You woke me up early, but hey, let's do this.
Yes, you are so kind for being here at 5 a.m. with me. So let's get into some news. A 42-year-old Mount Vernon woman has pleaded guilty in federal court to conspiracy and wire fraud after defrauding the Missouri Lottery and a Joplin gas station back in 2022. She admitted to using stolen and fake credit cards at a Phillips 66 in Joplin, making over $62,000 in fraudulent purchases, including lottery tickets. The group cashed in roughly $54,000 in counterfeit lottery winnings, totaling in $116,000 in illegal gains. It's a lot of money. A co-conspirator from Mount Vernon has already pleaded guilty and awaits his sentencing. Both faced up to 20 years in federal prison and $250,000 in fines per count. The FBI, Joplin, and Springfield police investigated this case alongside federal prosecutors. It was a very big case that started in Joplin. So,
wow. Yeah, that is a big deal. Okay, I have some school news for you. Republic School District's bond-funded project that was approved back in 2023 is wrapping up. And the new Republic Intermediate School is set to open on August 19th, welcoming 5th and 6th graders that can hold up to 1,000 students, although it's going to start with about 850, we're told. So built to relieve the overcrowding, the school reintroduces the 5th to 6th grade, 5th and 6th grade format, that age group, okay, easing the transition from elementary to middle school. All right. The classrooms are designed with input from the students, including some flexible layouts, lots of natural light, and even some motivational words that are chosen by the kids. And I think this is really cool. They are painted walls for them to see and keep them in mind as they go about their day. Now, before opening day, there is a community open house coming up on August 11th, which is not far off, for tours and ribbon cutting, followed by a meet the team orientation for families, and that happens on August 14th. And of course, you can find all the details on these events at republicschools.org/back to school. And it's hard to believe we're already talking about back to school.
I was about to say the same thing. I can't. We're already talking about all this August stuff, and school is starting again, and I'm not ready for it. My boys aren't in school yet. My son, I have one more year before Lucas is in kindergarten, but it's all happening very quickly.
Well, once it starts for you, Grace, it's like being on a treadmill. I can tell you.
I know. It just like someone's increasing the speed over and over.
You don't even know where they are.
Nobody knows what's happening. So I'm trying to soak in the last year before that happened. So anyway, a new Fast Doc urgent care clinic is opening in Marshfield on August 1st, giving Webster County residents a much quicker access to medical care. Healthcare officials say that the urgent care should drastically reduce unnecessary ER visits. It seems like that was the issue, where there were about 12,000 ER visits in 2022, but only 3,000 resulted in hospital admissions. So there was roughly about 9,000 cases that could have been easily dealt with at a clinic as opposed to the urgent care. So Fast Doc says that the new Marshfield location will handle the common issues like respiratory infections, stomach bugs, flu, strep, and COVID. And they're also partnering with the local school to provide same-day testing treatments free of charge for teachers and students, which I think that's like the coolest part. An agreement is also in the works with the fire department to provide transport for patients needing further care from that clinic if they do need to go to the ER for whatever reason. And this clinic will be a game changer, quick treatment, less strain on the ERs, and even the in-school support starting next month.
Very good. I think that ER issue is probably across the board in every city in the country, really, So okay, I've got some music news for you. This is really exciting. Springfield is set to get a new live music hotspot. Brand new. Yeah, a new venue called Moontown Sound is on track to open this September at Commercial and National. All right. marking a big boost for the North Side music scene and the whole city, frankly.
Yeah.
The space is all about supporting local artists, which I love that, with a seating capacity of 240 and a goal to pay musicians a living wage. What's unique, besides all those other things, is that all ticket sales go straight to the performers, while the venue covers costs like staff and operations using bar sales. Okay, the building, which is currently under renovation, is roughly 2,800 square feet with about $70,000 already invested by the owners and the people in charge of helping with this project. The team behind this Moontown, includes longtime Springfield supporters who've spent years producing live shows, and they are committed to helping revitalize this quieter part of town. C Street is hopping on that one end, which is a little bit further east. So this is going to be a little bit further west. Now, they are positioning Moontown as not just a music venue with a bar, but as a stage first kind of a space. So it'll be one that brings more arts and energy to this North Side neighborhood. So how about that?
Yeah, that sounds really, I've heard multiple people through the years talking about like, okay, where can we have a place where local people can play? Because like, there were a lot of places downtown at one point, and they've all kind of like slowly faded away. So it'll be good to have another one, a big booming one with a plan to pay the musicians. That'll be really awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Football season. We talked about school starting. Football season is coming quickly alongside that. And there's a new docuseries about the Kansas City Chiefs that is coming out next month. If you're a Chiefs fan, put this on your radar. It's called The Kingdom. And it's a collaboration between ESPN and Disney Plus and Skydance Sports. So on August 14th at 8 p.m. is where you can find it on ESPN, ESPN Plus, and Disney Plus. So it's going to be a 6-part series that dives into the over 65 years of the Chiefs' history with behind-the-scenes access of their last season. And they cover the highs and lows, their journey towards the 3rd straight Super Bowl appearance. And the first episode starts with Mahomes and his rise and his early season injuries. The second episode talks about Andy Reid's leadership and balancing adversity. And the third one is the one that caught my eye. The title of it is called In Our Chiefs Era. And I'm sure that you can guess who they probably talk about in that episode. So if I watch any of them, it'll probably be that one. And then, the later episodes talk about the entire season, the Bills clash, Mahomes' ankle setback, playoff run, and the final road to New Orleans for the Super Bowl. And so, if you're a Chiefs fan, make sure that you watch that on ESPN Plus or Disney Plus.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm looking forward to football season. After the Super Bowl, it's like,
I know. Fun. Like, what am I going to do for the next, 8 months?
I know. Well, that's good. Good deal. The Kingdom. All right. I got that one on my list for sure. Okay. I got food news. You know me. Love
yes. Perfect.
Hibachi and sushi fans in Ozark are in for a treat. Raku Hibachi, Sushi, and Ramen. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Have you heard of this?
Your guess is as good as mine because I'm terrible at pronouncing things.
But
that sounds amazing.
And Sushi and Ramen is set to open next month at 1487 West South Street. All right, in Ozark. The restaurant is from 2 cousins who have relocated to Ozark from the Kansas City area to bring their second Raku location here. Again, I really hope I'm saying that right. They will be serving up hibachi-style grilled dishes, some fresh sushi, hearty ramen, adding a fresh, flavorful option to the ever-growing city of Ozark. So it's always fun to get a new type of food in a place like that and just more variety to enjoy, which that's just what I live for.
I agree. I don't think there's anything like that in Ozark, and there's a lot of things coming to Ozark. Ozark is like, for real, like, especially even with restaurants, like, anywhere from these types of restaurants, even like the fast food is booming. So a lot of good stuff coming to Ozark.
For sure. Yeah.
All right. This Friday in Mansfield, Hertz Donut is hosting a fundraiser to support Scarlett Hall and her family. In case her name doesn't ring a bell, Scarlett was the sweet young girl from the Ava area who was injured after being swept into and trapped underwater in a creek bridge culvert in Douglas County on June 19th. That story was everywhere. It's very sad. She is currently hospitalized, so they are doing a lot of fundraisers. And Hertz Donuts got involved. They are starting at 11 a.m. on Friday. They're going to be inside the Mansfield School, and they will have a special tribute donut of her. I believe it's got her picture on it. Aww. And they'll be selling that there. And they'll also have all the other regular donuts they usually bring on those little excursions they do. And 100% of the proceeds for her little donut will go straight to the family. And they're also going to donate 10% of all the dozen sales that day to the family as well. And you can read their Facebook post for all the details, but I also believe that they're going to kind of upcharge a little bit on the donuts just because they want to be able to give the family as much money as possible. So any proceeds is going to go to the family. And the amount of treats that they bring will depend on how much they get with the engagement on that post. So again, go look at their Facebook page and interact and share. And the more people talk about it, the more stuff they'll bring, and it will be really awesome. They mentioned how they received some pictures too of Scarlett. If you look at that post, and it is like, they were like crying, typing this because the family shared pictures of Scarlett at Hertz Donut, and it was super sweet. And they're like, this is all meant to be. So if you are in Mansfield on Friday, stop by the school, and Hertz Donut will be inside, and you can show your support.
I just love that. Very philanthropic of them. And our hearts go out to Scarlett Hall and her family. Best of luck. Best wishes to all of them. And I know it's been a tough road, but maybe this will help. And in kind of a delicious way. So get on their social media, ramp it up. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, I've got another one for you. National Night Out. We've all heard of that for years. With Community Partnership of the Ozarks is coming back Tuesday, August 5th. It is totally free, lots of fun for the whole family. You can sit in some police cars, the real thing, and climb on the fire trucks. The kids just love that. They say there will be canine demonstrations that will blow your mind.
Yeah.
Sure. If you've ever been first-hand witness to a canine demonstration, you do not want to be on the business end of a canine. No, you just watch.
I'm sure that's true.
You'll behave yourself. I'm telling you.
Yes.
Okay. Free hot dogs, ice cream, and Ozark Mountain popcorn, which I just love. Yes, they were on my Savor the Ozarks podcast a few months ago.
Yes, I did think of you when I heard they were going to be there. They are really good.
Okay, bounce houses, face painting, games for the kids, all sorts of stuff. You don't have to sign up. You just have to show up. Meadow Park, 2500 South Fremont here in Springfield. And again, it is Tuesday, August 5th. So
yes, my boys love it. There are so many events now where they've got like the big rig stuff, and they eat it up every single time. It doesn't matter how many we go to. Every single time they love it. So it's a good event. Yeah. And speaking of fun things to do, the Ozark Empire Fair is coming back to town. It is July 24th through the 2nd. So I believe that's Thursday through the next Saturday. The 89th annual, it's almost 90 years. That's wild that we've had the Ozark Empire Fair. So there's a lot of stuff to do. If you've got tickets, you can get into the Butterfly Kingdom, Jurassic Park, One Wheel Wonder. There's pig races. There's a petting zoo. There's nightly live music on the DeLong stage. There's arts exhibits. And if you're worried about the heat, they will have over 65 vendor booths inside of the Eplex that is air conditioned. Yeah. So if you want to go to the fair and you're like, I don't know, it's really hot, you have the Eplex to save you. Okay. So there's going to be a ton of fun stuff at the grandstand and a bunch of new food. They are also trying out some fireworks shows and drone light shows this year. So that will be fun. And we actually have a way that you can win a 4-pack of tickets to the fair. So all that fun stuff I just talked about, if you want to be a part of it, all you have to do is go to aroundtheozarks.com and enter to win.
Oh, it's always a lot of fun. It really is. I mean, the food's fun, and I love the music. Berlin is going to be here this year, and those are not you, but me and some of these 80 kids. I saw Berlin down in Rogers, Arkansas. I think it was last summer. They are incredibly good, just like you were on MTV. So it's going to be a good time there for sure. Okay, to close out, I want everyone to remember most of the Ozarks you've noticed this, is under an extreme heat warning. It's a little toasty outside.
A little bit.
Just a little bit. Okay, be sure to tune in to Wake Up Weather with Abby Dyer after all of this for the details on how hot it's going to be, and it can sneak up on you, and you know that. So please stay hydrated.
Yes.
For yourself. Find the shade. Don't overdo it. It's not worth it.
Yeah. You want to know something weird? I read somewhere that the best thing to drink in the heat is milk, which sounds terrible. But it has to do with the fact that it's like 80-something% water, but then it also has the protein in it. Okay. So like it makes sense, but I'm like, that sounds gross. But if you're desperate and like you're outside a lot this week or whatever, try drinking some milk. Maybe that will help you. I'm not a doctor, but
neither am I. Here's my tip of the day. Go to the Hearts Donut fundraiser.
Yes.
Donut, and then keep some at home for a couple of days to get us through this. Mm-hmm. And a whole glass of milk with a big donut.
Yeah.
A whole glass of milk, beautiful thing. So there you go. That's how you be. Okay.
There you go. All right. I do want to say before we leave, today's my dad's birthday. So happy birthday, Steve. I was just going to give him a shout out.
Happy birthday, Dad. Yeah. Cool.
All right. But yes, that is all we've got for this Tuesday. So thank you, Joy, again for helping me. And we will see you guys tomorrow.
Thank you, Grace.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Congratulations to those of you that got the rainfall yesterday. Kept your temperatures down a little bit, but again, the story today is going to be extreme heat, and I don't think we get to escape it in parts of the Ozarks today like many of us did yesterday. That nice cloud shield, the afternoon showers in our northern counties really helped to cool us down yesterday. But today we are talking mid-90s in the forecast, and we are well on our way there with morning temperatures starting out in the middle 70s. We have extreme heat warnings in place again across the Ozarks today. It is going to be a hot and humid afternoon. Extreme heat, sunny and warm conditions all day long. There's also a southwest breeze out there today. Not too strong, about 5 to 10 miles an hour. So nothing that's really going to help cool you down. If you can find some shade, the breeze will, of course, help, but it's best to just move on indoors today to get a break from this extreme heat. There continues to be this area of low pressure kind of drifting off to our east, and it'll create this boundary where a couple of showers and thunderstorms could develop. We had some on the radar yesterday near the Kansas City region, kind of rolling our direction that fell apart in the evening hours. Isolated storm chance during the overnight hours. And then today, I really don't think there's much of a rain chance in the forecast. We should see sunny and hot conditions persist through much of this extended forecast. Extreme heat warnings remain in effect today, tomorrow, and on Thursday. They do not expire until 7 p.m. on Thursday. So it's an extended stretch here of extreme temperatures. Everybody in the Ozarks has some type of heat headline. Either it's a heat warning, an extreme heat warning, like what we have here in Springfield through Thursday. It's a heat advisory in northern Arkansas. No matter where you go, though, it's going to be hot. And we have daily heat index values between 100 and 110. While heat is not expected to be excessively hot any one day, the combination of multiple consecutive days with temperatures feeling like 100 to 110 have prompted these heat headlines in the forecast: heat exhaustion, heat stroke, dehydration, and very little relief in the nighttime, all going to be possible here over the next couple of days. So drink plenty of water. Just remember that you're not getting a whole lot of relief at night. Temperatures are only falling back to the mid 70s. So the air conditioners, they're working overtime this week, and we'll notice that in the bill next week, I'm sure. Not much in the way of rainfall across the Ozarks this week. I think the best chance for rain was yesterday. Now we're talking about a dry stretch of days as this big ridge of high pressure continues to be in control. We will be slightly cooler for the weekend. It does appear that the pattern begins to break down a little bit. We will see high temperatures, though, remaining in the upper 90s. low temperatures in the middle 70s. So it is just a hot stretch of days here with very little relief in this forecast. Around the country, this is making national news headlines as well. It's this dangerous heat impacting us here, as well as the Central Plains, all of the Mississippi Valley, and the Southeast experiencing some of these heat headlines. We also have thunderstorms that are posing a risk of flash flooding for portions of the southwestern United States. The Northwest also seeing some of those strong storms producing the flash flooding, as well as the Midwest, the Mid-South, and the Southeast. So very active across the country, despite this big heat dome right here in the center. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question. The one I left you with yesterday was this: what is the only mammal capable of true flight? And the options were A, a flying squirrel, B, a bat, C, a colugo, or D, a pterodactyl. I don't even know what a colugo is, but the correct answer is B, a bat. It is the only mammal capable of true flight. The flying squirrel does not actually fly. It just jumps in style, like Buzz Lightyear. Congrats if B, a bat, was your answer. Here's the trivia question for tomorrow. It's a doozy. In 2018, a man in Oregon was arrested for drunk driving while riding which unusual vehicle? Do you think it was A, a unicycle, B, a lawnmower, C, a shopping cart, or D, a pogo stick? You can let me know your guess to that one. That's at aroundtheozarks.com. Want to say thanks to our sponsors, Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air, Paramedics, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Sure appreciate you listening this morning. I hope you find a way to stay cool across the Ozarks. I'll be back to chat with you tomorrow morning.